Okay, so I was originally going to wait to premiere this background when I did my official review of Troll Hunters, but I decided, hey, if I'm going to do a short little quick review, I might as well draw up at least one of the stills of Diddles and use it for this very impromptu review. Diddly do, my diddlers and diddlettes, hope your day is going well, and I just got back from seeing Dora in the Lost City of Gold. Now, this isn't going to be a fully scripted out review, much like I'm doing with Troll Hunters. It's just going to be me listing off the pros and cons of the film, and then giving it a final rating. I'll try to avoid as many spoilers as I can. It's not really going to be hard, because a lot of the things in this film are very predictable. If you think it's going to happen, it's probably going to happen. So if I say something, it's probably not going to be much of a spoiler, because it's probably something that a 2-year-old could guess is going to happen. So, of course, we're going to start off with the pros. We always want to start off on a high note. The movie was very short. It was only an hour and 45 minutes, so it's not a lot to sit through. It's something short you can take your kids to go see. It gives you a nice little hour and 45 minutes to sleep. Definitely the highlight of the film was Feet and Swiper. I won't say the animation on them was god tier. I won't even say it's like Lion King levels of good. But then again, at the same time, that's an unfair comparison because the Lion King was going for realism, while Dora really wanted to keep the cartoony nature of the characters. And with that in mind, I definitely say yes, they did a really good job. Feet and Swiper looked amazing, especially Swiper. He stole the show. Swiper was just a little gangster, just walking around stealing stuff. I believe he was working for mercenaries. They really like adding to the Dora lore where lore does not need to exist. There's one scene in the movie where they inhale some noxious fumes and they end up in a little animated portion where we get to see like these reimagined versions of the cartoon characters. Like they didn't just take cells or however they animated Dora the Explorer and slap that up on the big screen. No, they had like little animated redesigns for some of the characters. Still didn't like Diego's hair, but other than that, it looked really nice. And if Dora ever made its return to TV, I wouldn't mind seeing it in that style. Would I watch it? Absolutely not. But I wouldn't mind scrolling through the channels and seeing it and be like, oh man, that looks nice. I wouldn't mind my kids watching that one day. Now, this isn't necessarily about the movie. This is more of a behind-the-scenes thing, but I thought I'd add it to the pros because I thought it was really interesting. On a talk show called Kelly and Strahan, or Strawn, don't know how to say it, I don't watch talk shows, but I managed to hear Dora's actress, Isabella Isabella Moner, that all of the action scenes, most of the actors did their own stunts. And I thought that was like, oh, okay, well, that's cool. But then I actually saw the movie and some of the action scenes they were doing. And I was like, oh, yeah, okay, you know what? That's cool. They didn't have stunt doubles come in and do them. That was cool. Yeah, as you can tell, I have no idea what I'm saying. Basically, actors did their own stunts, and I thought that was cool. Now, the last pro I have listed is that Isabella Moner, she did a really good job as Dora. She was very vibrant, very energetic, and sure, maybe not all of her jokes landed, but I didn't want to see her sad. And I guess that means she achieved her goal as acting as this character. Because she was very vibrant and energetic, which is basically what I just said. She just did a really good job bringing the character to life, or bringing this new version of this character to life. Now we have some cons here. Unfortunately, the movie really isn't that funny. I mean, sure, I heard some kids behind me laughing and cracking up at certain jokes like, ha ha ha, ha 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 ha, the quicksand farted. And I'm just like, yep, sure did. The writing in the movie was very basic, but all of that can be attributed to the fact that this movie was definitely written with kids in mind. There weren't a lot of adult jokes, like jokes that would go over kids' heads. Most of the jokes and writing were very basic, simple things that kids would understand and laugh at. I had the occasional chuckle here or there. The only time I had like an audible chuckle is at one scene when Dora's like, oh god, they're gonna kill my parents. I don't know what I'm gonna do. and and then Boots does something so shocking that even I didn't expect it to happen. I know I said at the very beginning, if you think it's going to happen, then it's probably going to happen. This legitimately caught me off guard and had me like, haha, that's funny, that's cool. Also, I already called him Boots, so I ruined the joke. I was calling him Feet earlier because he doesn't wear boots until like the last 3 minutes of the film, which is a song and dance number that doesn't need to exist. It only exists to lengthen the time of the film. And as a master of the Dora lore, I know for a fact that in the show they call him Boots because he's a monkey that wears boots. But in this movie, he doesn't wear boots. So why would his name be Boots? That's like me looking at a baby just coming out of the womb and like, your name is Hat Patterson, because you're wearing a hat. But that's not how it works, because the baby is not wearing a hat. So, Dora in the Lost City of Gold. I will admit, I was very static and stagnant watching this movie. Didn't really laugh that much. It maintained a smile on my face for most of it, but I definitely don't see myself sitting down watching it again or even buying it on DVD when it comes out. Now, I will admit though, it's a very good film for kids to watch because it had most of the kids very entertained, minus the kids who were crawling up and down the stairs right next to my seat. So, overall, I'd give this film about 5.5 out of 10, but that's just personal preference. I'm sure some kids out there will give it 10 out of 10. But for me, it was just enough to keep a smile on my face and keep me interested at certain parts. I'll definitely be buying Swiper merchandise if it ever comes out, because Swiper is the OG. Also, instead of "aw man," he says "aw mang," and that really made the movie for me. So yeah, Dora and the Lost City Gold, 5.5 out of 10. So with that being said, leave a comment down below letting me know what you would like to see me do next. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell icon to be notified of the next time I upload. Don't forget to join the Discord server in the description and donate to the Patreon to help HowToTube come out sooner. And with that being said, until next time, diddle out.
You proceed.